Please rise if you're able to for the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, and the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio Segundo Magalahan Guahan, Lieutenant Governor Guam. Hafide and mabuhay! Oh, we should be a little more energetic. It's the official day. Hafide and mabuhay! That is more like it. Yes, round of applause. Round of applause because I want to thank you so much for your patience. I know that this proclamation signing was actually scheduled for last week, Friday. Unfortunately, our office was affected by one of the rash of bomb scares throughout the island. And so thank you so much for your patience. But it worked out because now we are on the official day of independence. Thank you so much for joining us here at the office of the Governor of Guam. My name is Crystal Paco San Augustine, Director of Communications here. And thank you for joining us for June 2025 as Philippine Month recognizing the 127th anniversary of Philippine independence and the 71st anniversary of the Filipino community of Guam. Before we proceed with our program, I of course want to recognize our Honorable Governor, Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero. Let's give her a round of applause. And to her immediate left, the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio Segundo Magalahan Guahan, Lieutenant Governor Guam. Also joining us, you cannot miss him today, Archbishop Ryan Jimenez, who just came from another event. So, which is why he's not wearing his Barong Tagalog. I also want to welcome from the Consular Corps, Consul Joaquin Ricardo Aragon, Republic of the Philippines. Hafide mabuhay. And to his immediate left, Vice Consul Daniela Villamen Oriando. Let's keep those applause going for Miss Edna Rebinol, President of the Filipino Community of Guam. Miss Edna. As well as Miss Nita Baldovino, Chairperson of the Board of Trustees on her immediate right. I also want to welcome all our members of the FCOG. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much. And I want to recognize a small group in the audience. They're actually the youngest people in the room right now. I wanted to recognize our Governor's Summer Youth employees. They're here in the corner. They're from our protocol office. Let's acknowledge them. Give them a round of applause. They're celebrating with us. But this program is so important. It's a 6-week program that's giving our high schoolers an opportunity to work in offices throughout the government of Guam. And they're going to make money too. So it's good to have them witness and experience and, of course, work and extend and help us with our manpower problems here in the government of Guam. So without further ado, I want to give now the program for his opening remarks. The microphone now to Consul Joaquin Ricardo Aragon, Republic of the Philippines. You're welcome to stay there, or you're welcome to come to the podium if you prefer.
Thank you. Magandang hapon po. Good afternoon to everybody, and thank you for having us here. I'm pleased to, on behalf of Consul General Rosario P. Lemke and the Philippine Consulate General, it is my pleasure, honor, and privilege to be here to read out the following statement prepared by the Consulate. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, Lieutenant Governor Joshua Tenorio, Edna Rabanal, FCG President, and other officials of the Filipino community here in Guam, Archbishop Ryan Jimenez. We didn't know that you were going to be here, actually. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mga kababayan, good afternoon to you all. The commemoration of the anniversary of the Proclamation of Philippine independence is always a momentous occasion for all us Filipinos. We remember with gratitude the courage and sacrifice of our forefathers, to whom we owe our democracy and freedom that we cherish today. We are grateful to the people of Guam for the friendship and support they continue to extend to the Filipino community. In particular, we appreciate the efforts of the Honorable Governor, Lieutenant Governor, and all the officials of the government of Guam in recognizing the positive contributions of Filipinos to the island. Most notably, through the previous proclamations of Philippine Independence Month every June. Time and again, the people of Guam and the Filipino community have supported each other, working together towards shared goals, contributing to the island's growth and development, and standing side by side through disasters, hardships, and challenges. On behalf of the Philippine government, the Filipino people, and the Filipino community here in Guam, and I wish to thank the leaders and the people of Guam for the enduring friendship, partnership, and solidarity that we enjoy today. We at the Philippine Consulate General, together with the Filipino community, who continue to be a vital and dynamic presence on the island, embodying the spirit of the Bagong Pilipino abroad, look forward to celebrating Philippine independence once again and are honored to share this occasion with you. Si Diyos Masi, maraming salamat po. Thank you very much and a pleasant day to all.
Jesus Masi Consul. I now want to give the floor to Ms. Edna Repenal, President of the Filipino Community Guam. Ms. Edna.
Okay. All right. It's working. Okay. Governor Lulian Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio, Archbishop Ryan, Consul Ricky, and Vice Consul Danny. I'm very informal, but you know what I mean. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, mga kababayan ko, friends, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the Filipino community of Guam, I would like to thank the governor for proclaiming June as Philippine Independence Month to commemorate the 127th anniversary of the Philippine independence, which is today. Prior to the year 2000, actually, this year we celebrate 25 years of Philippine Independence Month because prior to the year 2000, it was only proclaimed as Philippine Week. So all the activities were crammed within a period of 7 days. But when Ms. Nita Baldovino became president in 2000, she asked then Governor Gutierrez for 1 month because the festivities stretched beyond a week. And last year we even had it until July when we had our first ever Pista Sanayon held at the Ipaw Beach. And thank you for the support of the government, which made it a huge success. Yes, and we all remember that. We don't have one this year. We're planning for one next year. Anyway, this year's celebration is more than a tribute to independence. It is an expression of who we are as a people and how our culture continues to evolve and inspire us, no matter how far away we are from home. When we celebrate the anniversary of the Philippine independence on Saturday at the gala event, we will highlight the richness of Filipino heritage. It will be an evening of festivity, cultural pride, and community togetherness. And we sincerely are looking forward to your joining us that evening. Before I close, I would also like to thank the governor for the continued support and recognition that is being given by the government to the Filipino community of Guam and the Filipinos here on Guam throughout the 71 years of existence as a nonprofit organization. Si Diyos Maasi, maraming salamat po. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Smasi, Ms. Rebenal. I now want to give the floor to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam.
Thank you very much, Crystal. Half a day. And mabuhay. Thank you so much for for being here. I'm always very honored and certainly very excited to always celebrate with our Filipino family, whether it's celebration of the great work that you have done with us or celebrating the 127 years of Filipino independence. I am especially excited that you have now evolved as an independent nation with flourishing and robust economic successes. You are certainly a country uh, that not only provides resources within your country, but you have spread out your resources to many parts of the world that has really helped people. Certainly, we are a great testament to that. And we have been supported and helped by you since even before and especially after World War II, when many of your families, many of your friends, many of our brothers and sisters from the Philippines came here to help recover and revive our community. And you did so successfully. And you not only helped, but you also stayed and made Guam your home. You brought doctors to us. You brought nurses to us. You brought teachers to us. You brought professional engineers to us. You brought accountants to us. You brought many talented resources to our island. And for that, we are very grateful. And we will continue to always flourish because of all the help that you have provided for us. But you know, it even goes beyond that. We are an island that is very much similar to the culture of the Philippine countries because we have also shared common history and common struggles. We were discovered by the same group of people. We were invaded by the same group of people. You were also under the rule of the same group of people, and our history continues on even after the Spanish American War. And so that I think is experiences and life experiences that only continues to make us stronger in bond and stronger as a people. You married into our community. Your food is very similar to our food, and we've accepted and loved a lot of your food, and you have with us too. That's very important because I think food is a way to continuously relate and engage with each other. We're people that we love to eat and we love to dance and we love to party and we love to talk about our families and we love to celebrate weddings and christenings and we cry together during funerals of our friends. We worship and most of us are Catholics, and you know there's just so many common values and systems that make us really one whole family. So I just want to say thank you for all of that. And certainly I very much respect and very much honor your independence. We are only 3.5 hours away. And we're really fighting hard still to have a visa waiver program that's been strongly revitalized again by GVB and our tourism because we want more people to have quicker access to traveling here. So that's something that will continue to work. And of course, I am so grateful for our Archbishop here. He's a man of humility, and I always enjoy his homilies because they're so very much on point. Archbishop, it relates so much to family. It relates so much to what we struggle and what we're struggling, and your advice and your messages during those homilies are very, to me, inspiring, and it lifts our people's, even our motivation, and I think our willingness to meet the challenges of our struggle. And so I thoroughly am very grateful for that. And of course, you are also very much engaged in our people. And you want to know more about our healthcare system. I know you have regular meetings with Lieutenant Governor Tenorio over food, yes, over food, which is good. You know, food is very calming, is very soothing to us. But I just point all of that out because these are some really very positive things we need to always remember, right? We live now in an environment where there's so many negative things, but I'll tell you, Guam still continues to be very peaceful. Guam still continues to be very safe. Guam still continues to be very family oriented. Guam still continues to be very interested and very much prioritizing social and human lives. And that's the uniqueness of our island here. So, all of you again, thank you for the contributions you have made to lift up the quality of lives of our people. And for that, we will ever remain friends and we will ever remain family. Thank you. Congratulations. Si Zeus Masi, maraming salamat po. And I will be at your gala event on Saturday.
Bye-bye. Governor, you did forget one talent that the Filipinos brought to Guam. Is that their musical talent? Because I don't know a Filipino who cannot
Oh my
not sing.
gosh, the singing and yes. And I go to Santa Barbara every year for their annual well, we've been there, their annual shows, you know, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing when I go there. All their costumes that they bring from the Philippines, right? And they even have choreographers from the Philippines and so forth. So yes, absolutely.
Their musical talents.
The musical talents, yes, the arts and that.
Thank you so much, Governor. And I want to give the floor to the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio, our Lieutenant Governor of Guam.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. By the way, Governor, I saw a video recently of Archbishop doing the electric slide in Santa Rita Fiesta. Yeah, so one Saturday night, I was going to say that. You know, the way I see it is this is an opportunity to recognize the Philippine people, right? The Philippine nation and the contributions that the Philippine people not only have made to improve their country, but what they've done for the world. And in this case, we get to magnify the contributions here in Guam. And the governor noted the contributions are so they're very important in how our island has been shaped, has been able to recover from calamities, has been able to develop its economy, but really has been able to provide all sorts of nourishment to our people. From the governor mentioned healthcare, spiritual nourishment. Let's not forget that had it not been and continues to be for Philippine priests, we would have a deficit in the number of clergy on Guam. That is a reality. And we see the contributions in education and healthcare and business all throughout the island. And of course, we have also been very proud that in the past, former Philippine presidents have recognized Philippine businessmen for the contributions here. Mr. Mark Pangilinan, Mr. Emilio Oy, and others have been recognized not only for their success, but they're recognized for the community involvement and their giving. And many people in this room, Nita and others, continue that tradition of not only sharing, but sharing the success that they've been able to garner here. I want to welcome back my very good friend, the Marcoses. Tessie and Jerry, I know that you spend a lot of time in Hawaii, so I'm very happy to see you here. And you know, Archbishop, the governor is classmates with Edna from elementary school. But she used to work at FHP with Tessie. So you know, even just that example, you could see the impact and the influence and the close knit community that we have. It is something to celebrate. So we look forward to to recognizing that, to celebrating also, Mr. Consul, the democracy that continues to flourish in the Philippines, and in this case, the renewal of the close relationship that the Philippine nation has with the United States. That is a very, very important connection and important relationship that the governor and I know too well here because of the geopolitical tensions. But it also gives us opportunities to showcase the friendship. And our Archbishop, I'm not sure if you know this, but for years now, our Guam National Guard has a official relationship with the Philippine forces. And we have, in fact, just received about 100 Army Guardsmen have just returned from 3 weeks of work in the Philippines, working alongside their counterparts. So these are all of the various ways that we've integrated. And lastly, of course, I don't think the Lions Club is a Philippine organization, but I know that many people in the room are Lions. It is an example of Lions clubs and other clubs, including the Nurses Association. These are ways that we see and examples that we see our Filipino Guamanians giving back to the community, and that is something also that we celebrate today. Si Diyos maasi and mabuhay kababayans, mabuhay Pilipinas.
Mabuhay! Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. I now want to call to the podium for the reading of the proclamation my friend Maria Luella Losina, Public Relations Officer for the Filipino community of Guam.
Proclamation number 2025-61, a proclamation of the Governor proclaiming June 2025 as Philippine Month, recognizing the 127th anniversary of Philippine independence and the 71st anniversary of the Filipino community of Guam. Whereas Guam and the Philippines have a shared historical and cultural connection, and bonds of friendship and brotherhood remain strong to this day. Whereas in June 1898, Filipino revolutionary Emilio Aguinaldo proclaimed the independence of the Philippines from more than 300 years of Spanish colonial rule. Whereas the unfailing dedication of Filipino Guamanians to exalt their Philippine heritage manifests in their active involvement in different aspects of socio-civic life in their adopted homeland. Whereas through the years, Filipinos have contributed significantly to the development of the island of Guam and made outstanding achievements in various professional fields: government, military service, business, culture and the arts, education, and civic engagement. Whereas this year's theme, Kalayaan, Kinabukasan, Kasaysayan, Freedom, Future, History, highlights the freedom that their forebears attained, envisions a promising future for their country, and honors the rich history of their nation's struggle for self-determination. Whereas the 127th anniversary of the Proclamation of Philippine Independence is an occasion to deepen the Filipinos' resolve to help bring about positive change on the island as we join Filipinos here in Guam and around the world in commemorating the birth of their nation. And whereas the Filipino community of Guam celebrates its 71st anniversary as a non-profit organization in Guam. Through the years, it has worked with other communities in the spirit of camaraderie to provide resources and relevant programs of value to the island community of Guam.
Now, therefore, I, Lourdes C. Leon Guerrero, Magahagang Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim June 2025 as Philippine Month, recognizing the 127th anniversary of Philippine independence and 71st anniversary of the Filipino community of Guam.
In witness whereof, I, Joshua F. Tenorio Segundo Magetla Hingwahan, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, hereby together with the Magahaga, cause the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed in the capital village of Hagåtña on this 12th day of June in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2025. Viva Philippine Month!
Jesus Masi, Governor and Lieutenant Governor, for the signing of the proclamation. That will conclude today's proclamation signing. Happy Independence, and we look forward to seeing more of you in the month of June. Bye-bye! And then if any of your kababayans missed this event, they can also log on to Governor's YouTube page. It was streaming live on GovLu Guam. Can everyone join us in the front for a group photo? We'd like to memorialize this event.